Hey everybody, it's Paul.
And Steve, and I am so delighted to be here with Paul to discuss it all and to talk about everything that we can talk about under the sun. And today we have a great topic, and that is?
It's going to be the 5 favorite fair or theme park foods.
Yeah, that's right. So when we go to the state fair or theme park, those foods that we just can't wait. And I always have a list. I know when I go in, I'm going to get each one of these before I leave.
I like that. I do the same thing.
Yeah. In fact, it's really, other than watching people, the only reason to go to the fair or the theme park for me, because I'm not a real ride person, is to eat.
I am a ride person, but not at a fair because I want to live.
Yeah, that's right. You value life, and you've seen the people who have put those things up, and and when the cart goes around and the whole. Yeah, when it shakes, you're no, I'm with you. I'm not getting on that roller coaster.
I've been on more than a few thrilling fair rides where the bar that's supposed to keep you in the seat is not latched.
It's not latched.
It's just flopping free.
Yeah, if I go to Six Flags, I'm gonna be riding the rides. I'm gonna be on the Superman or the Ninja or whatever.
Absolutely.
But if I'm at the fair, I'm eating and people watching.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot more fun.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay.
All right, so did you want to go first?
I'll start, yeah.
Okay.
So I'll go first with my favorite, and this really is my number one favorite. So I'm going to start with number one. Instead of counting down, I'm going to start with number one because I don't want to miss out on this one. My number one carnival food is a caramel apple.
Okay.
Absolutely favorite is a caramel apple. When I was a kid, we used to make them at home. You could buy the little pack that you could make with the Granny Smith apples and all, but they're still not the same as when you go to the fair.
They're not, because I believe that they have professional apple pickers that are picking the perfect apple because I've never had an apple that's not crisp and not good. And when I try to do candy apples at home, there's always a mushy spot or something.
That's right.
It's just not the same.
Yeah.
They have the tools and they have that quantity of caramel. They can put the right amount on.
Absolutely. And I love the caramel comes out on the side and it's on the little wax paper and it gets all in your teeth and in your mouth and it's around your mouth. It's an experience that just goes on for a while, even after you eat it, because you're still, picking the caramel out of your teeth,
waving the bees away.
Absolutely, it's wonderful. It's wonderful. When I go to the fair, that's the first place I want to go.
Okay. Now, are you strictly caramel topped, or are you like chocolate coated?
No, I am strictly caramel topped.
Okay. All right.
So don't put anything else on it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. Old school, very simple.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. I like the caramel coating, but usually like with other stuff, like some nuts or maybe some chocolate or something. Yeah. And a lot of times, the newer places they'll offer to do whatever where it cuts it like in 8 slices or 10 equal slices. Then you just kind of eat it without the stick, without a mess.
That actually is the better way. The older I get, the more I want it that way as well.
It is, and I've always been very textural. Like I can't stand the feeling of stuff on me. So like ointments or lotions or anything like that, I don't do because it creeps me out.
All right. Okay.
And so having stuff around my face,
you don't want that.
I don't want that.
You don't have some caramel going down one side of your face, connecting to your ear.
So for a while, I actually stopped eating caramel apples for that very reason. But now that they cut it, it's like,
Now you're back.
Yeah,
you're back. Well, welcome back.
I'm back. Well, thank you, everybody. Thank you. All right. So my first pick is going to be now this is specific to an amusement park in Ocean City, Maryland. But I know these things are all over the place. They call them boardwalk fries. Okay. Because it's right at the end of the boardwalk.
All right.
All it is, it's just fresh cut potato French fries fried in peanut oil and a decent amount of salt.
Right.
It's just something it's something about the way that they do it, the thickness of the fries there, the amount of salt, and probably the atmosphere of just being in that carnival, midway kind of atmosphere where the people doing the games where you're blowing up the balloons, throwing darts, trying to knock down the floppy cats. With the softball and stuff.
Or whatever.
It's just a neat environment. I mean, that line goes on for miles. If you've ever been to Ocean City, Maryland, it's Thrasher's French fries. They call them boardwalk fries. And it's weird because they actually tried to franchise it, and in our mall, they set up a boardwalk fries, which was wildly popular because, it was still Maryland.
Yeah, sure.
but the fries never tasted the same.
Didn't work.
There was something about, and that's the thing with all the fair foods and theme park foods. There's something about the way that they do it there that makes it taste the way that it does that you can't get outside of there.
Not getting anywhere else.
So that's going to be my first pick.
Yeah. Okay. No, and I think you're right. These probably aren't the kind of foods that you would eat in any other context and location.
Right.
There's something psychological about being in that place.
Yep.
And so, no, that's really good. So, all right, so I'm going to go a very similar one with a corn dog. In particular, the foot-long corn dogs that you can get at the fair. Oh, they're phenomenal. Now, I don't know really anything about corn dogs other than they probably are just a leftover meat that's been put together. They're probably like a lesser hot dog. But corn dogs at a theme park or at a state fair, for some reason, are just better. Maybe it's because the oil has sat there for a year that they cooked it in. It's been there, sitting there for the whole year. I don't know. But it's like the fries you were talking about. I'm not going to eat a corn dog at home. We're not throwing one of those in any grease at my house to make it. But at the fair, it's phenomenal. And some people, I know this is not kosher, but I'm a ketchup on my corn dog guy. Okay. And
there's nothing wrong with that.
Just absolutely love it.
Yeah. So it's funny. So I'll stick with corn dog as well. I think what it is, I think it's the batter.
Yeah.
Because they're making that batter fresh. They're putting the corn dog, they're putting the dog in there and getting it all coated, and it goes in that hot oil. And it could have something to do with oil being around for a while.
Yeah.
But all the restaurants now are getting like the corn dogs that are pre-formed and frozen.
I know. Yeah.
And it's not the same.
It's not the same.
And that's what you can pick those up at the membership clubs and everything, and microwave them, and it's just different.
No,
it is not the same at all. But I've never had the foot-long corn dog.
Oh, they're so good.
I'm gonna have to find that.
Now, a lot of times they make them where they just do two of the dogs on a long stick and then stick it in the batter. So it's not that the hot dog itself or the corn dog itself is the foot long. The batter covers two. A lot of times covers two of the dogs. But it is. It's good. And when you get to the very end, which is I think my favorite part of the corn dog ball, is that last little crispy bit at the end, you know?
Because it's just batter, and it's fried a little bit harder than the rest of it.
Yes, and I think they put special sugar in that batter as well.
Probably,
so, it's good.
That's a good pick. All right, so my next pick is going to be the fresh squeezed lemonade.
Oh, yes.
Particularly, I like the cherry variety. That I like better because when I'm looking for an overpriced beverage, no, I'm teasing. There really is something. You mentioned it with when we were talking about the boardwalk fries. There's something about being in that environment. Normally, to me, for my money, Chick-fil-A makes the best lemonade.
The best, without a doubt.
But if I'm at a fair or a theme park, that fresh squeezed lemonade, I'll pay multiples of what I would pay for a Chick-fil-A for a smaller cup. It's just so refreshing because usually, our state fair, it's still pretty hot.
That's right, absolutely.
Every time I've ever been to, because Disney World's in Orlando, it's hot.
It's very hot.
So a lot of times I'm looking to cool down, and that lemonade just always seems so refreshing. It just kind of calls to me, and I always get suckered in by it. And it's always so good.
Well, and it's fresh squeezed. That makes all the difference, I think.
And I think they're putting in so much sugar to cover up the tartness out there.
There's that as well.
And because hey, growing up in the '80s, I love my sugar.
That's right. And I don't know at a hot theme park if there's anything more refreshing. Literally refreshing than that lemonade. It's not just that it tastes so good, it's that you can feel it as you drink, like your whole body.
Just kind of getting the electrolytes or lemon,
whatever it is.
The scurvy going away.
Whatever.
Now, if you really want to have fun, wait back in that line with your empty cup after you're done and ask for a refill.
Do it again.
They're not going to say my pleasure.
No, it's not happening.
You're paying again. It's not free refills.
That's right. This is not Chick-fil-A.
That's the only thing that would make it better.
Different world. Okay, that's a great one. I really like them. So if I can have my corn dog in that, I'm going to be good.
That's a meal right there.
All right. So my next favorite theme park or fair food is the funnel cake.
Yes.
Or what we always called growing up an elephant ear.
Okay,
it kind of looks like an elephant ear.
Yeah.
Is that not the same thing?
So when you're saying elephant ear, So this might be a regional difference because it's all really just the same recipe.
Right. Yeah, that's right. Just
so the funnel cakes that I know of, it's like it's batter that they then kind of drizzle, and so it can come out as weird shape. It's not really solid. It's got spaces in between.
That's
so
right.
Is that how
That's how we did it. Yeah.
Okay. So they call it
just make it kind of they would make a circular instead of the most of the funnel cakes. Say at our state fair they're just pouring it inside a little form and it's just poured randomly in there, as opposed to the state fair that I had growing up. They would pour it in this circular form, so it came out almost like an oblong, concentric circles of the batter,
All right, so
and then all sorts of confectioner's sugar, powdered sugar on top of it.
All right, so you guys call those elephant ears.
We did.
Okay, so funnel cake was actually on my list, but it's funny because you brought up elephant ears. That reminds me of the 4th of July fair that was local to my town. We had the exact same thing, but it was a different shape, and we called it fried dough.
Oh yeah, okay.
Very technical there.
That's right. Yeah.
So what's funny about it is it was completely solid.
Okay. Oh yeah.
So they weren't doing like the funnel cake. It was like I think they were just putting a ladle full. In the dough at once, so it stayed solid, and it was almost like a huge donut.
Oh right.
And they didn't do confectioner sugar. Well, they didn't do the powdered sugar.
Yeah.
They used like micro granulated sugar.
Oh wow.
So it was just like a powder, not a powdered donut. It basically tasted just like a big donut without the hole, with that sugar on it.
Wow, interesting.
Yeah, and
That sounds great to me.
delicious. It was so good. It was better than any donut you've ever had.
Yeah, I think that would probably make it on my list because anything that has sugar on it, right? I mean, obviously. Even when I was a kid, we would do that. We would get my mom would give us strawberries, and we would dip them in the confectioner sugar.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's good.
So yeah, funnel cakes. And I just saw. I drove in our town here. I guess because of the economy at the moment. There's a big funnel cake trailer just pulled up beside the supermarket.
That's right.
So, anyway,
that's right. Okay, so funnel cakes was your pick. You mentioned elephant ears. I did fried dough. So we both kind of had the funnel cake, just our different regional take.
That's right. Yeah.
So you're all about the funnel cake with just the confectioner sugar. You don't care about the strawberry, the whipped cream, and all that.
Don't want all that stuff on it. No, just the confectioner sugar.
I think I'm with you. If I can get that granulated sugar, that like super fine granulated sugar, I'm all about that.
Just
because I feel like it's funny when you start eating that. When you start eating the funnel cake, it's nice and crisp, but as you eat it, like kind of gets soft.
It does get soft and mushy.
Yeah, and of course the whipped cream and the strawberry started out soft and mushy.
So. Yeah,
so
that's right.
So I'm with you. I'm just the sugar.
And then you have all the sugar all over your hands when you get finished, and that's great. Yeah, that's right.
Enjoy your fingers.
That's absolutely.
Yeah. All right. So I think you're back up.
Okay, so I'm back up again. All right. So this is another one, and this may be. I'm not sure if this is a regional thing or not, but one of my favorite things to get at a state fair in particular is saltwater taffy.
Okay.
I love taffy. I love to watch them make the taffy. I love to eat the taffy. I love when it pulls the fillings out of my teeth. I mean, it's fabulous. And whether growing up or even now, I want to bring a box of that taffy home. And generally, I don't ever make it through the box because my jaws, you get lockjaw by the end of it, and so I don't ever finish them. But it's so good. But it's best when you're eating it at the fair or at the theme park. For some reason, it just stands out as tasting better as you're walking around in 1,000-degree heat. Yeah, crowded with people shoulder to shoulder.
So yes, I remember going down to Ocean City, Maryland, and seeing the saltwater taffy made there by the saltwater.
Yeah, appropriately enough.
Yeah, and as a kid, I really liked it, but my memories of it were. It's kind of like gamble candy. Like you don't know what flavor you're going to get. It's like you kind of look at it, kind of like, okay, that's it's white with some red streaks in it. So it's probably peppermint, but maybe it is, maybe it's not. Maybe it's the hot peppermint or cinnamon or whatever. You just don't know. And it was always good, but I feel like there was more flavors that I didn't really like.
Yeah.
And now that I'm adult and I can buy what I want, I'm just like, I think I'm just gonna.
Well, and I just like the plain, Saltwater Taffy.
Okay.
That's right. None of the flavors in it.
None of the flavor. Okay.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't think I've
just
ever had
its own. It's just like that. I think it's maybe a vanilla flavor. or
Okay,
something
yeah,
like that.
yeah, it is very fluffy.
Yeah.
And everything. So, interestingly enough, Shannon just found a new snack that she's been eating. It's called Sweet Tarts Ropes.
Oh, really?
To me, it tastes very much like that.
Does she wear around her neck like the ropes that we wore in the 80s? Oh, no.
No, it's not the necklace thing.
Not the necklace.
Yeah,
okay.
it came with candy wrapped with dental floss.
Yeah.
No, it's a weird texture, but they have a neat taste.
Okay, neat.
So yeah. So okay, so saltwater taffy, that's a good one. That's a good one. Okay, mine, I think this is the only one of mine that's not sweet or fried.
Okay.
And it's going to be the smoked turkey leg.
Oh yeah, of course.
So I just love those, and I'm not a turkey leg eater outside of a fair
wouldn't do it.
or a theme park or something. But to me, it's like I see it and I want it.
Yeah, gotta have it.
And a lot of times they're so big, they're like a meal unto themselves.
Yeah.
Don't take that to think that I don't eat other stuff as well, because I'm going to. I'm there. That's what I'm there to do.
But it could be a meal on its own.
Could be a meal all on its own.
Yeah.
And the smoked turkey legs are always just really good.
They are good, and they smell so good. As you walk past them, you think,
They do.
I'm drawn there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, along with a bunch of other people.
Absolutely.
There's always a line.
Absolutely.
So yeah, so I love the smoked turkey leg, but that really is something I only get there.
Yeah, okay.
A funnel cake I would eat here. Like
Yeah.
I might seriously go to that cart and get a
That's
funnel
right.
cake later.
Absolutely. Yeah. I thought about it when I drove past today.
Yeah.
I thought, I think I'd love to have one of those right now and pull up.
Yeah, but a smoked turkey leg I think I'm only going to get at the state fair or at the theme park.
Yeah. I don't know if it's even safe to eat a smoked turkey leg anywhere other than a theme park or a state fair.
Yeah.
I think that's the only place they can cook them right. Because they cook them on those, like those grates that they put them up there. It's not.
Yeah, they just cook them long,
Absolutely.
low and slow, I
Yeah.
guess. But yeah.
Okay. Yeah, good. That's a really good pick.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to go. My last one is going to be, and this just combines two of my favorite things in the world into one, and that is the fried Snickers bar. Two of my favorite things: Snickers bars, one of my favorite candy bars, and anything fried. I mean, I think you just deep fry virtually anything, and I'm going to be good with it. But deep fried Snickers bars. Now, I like the deep fried Oreos, and there are other things as well. But the deep fried Snickers bar is just superb. You just can't beat it. One of my favorite state fair snacks.
Okay, now I've never had that. I'm going to admit that.
You're going to have it this upcoming year if the state fair ever opens again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, now that actually sounds pretty good, because I know that they've gotten kind of extreme with some stuff. Like now there's deep fried butter.
Yeah.
Which
I'm not going there.
I don't think I'm going there.
No, I'm not going there.
I don't think my insurance will pay out if I have.
No, that's exactly right. Just thinking about it, my arteries are starting to close up.
Yeah. So but that is great, and yeah, I'm with you. Anything that you can fry, anything you can deep fry is instantly better, and that's another one of those things that I've tried deep frying stuff at home, and I've even deep fried turkeys.
Yeah.
And they're good,
right.
But there's just something about I really just don't want to go through the mess.
Yeah, no,
I'd rather just
it's hard work.
Yeah, I'd rather just get it out.
Yep.
And it always somehow tastes better.
Yeah.
I think it's because of the batter they've got and the oil temperature and the oil they're using. I think it's just overall better.
Yeah.
All right, that's going to bring me to my last one, and this one is something I can eat at home.
Yeah. Okay.
But it's always better out, and that's a sundae.
A sundae. Oh.
Yeah, kind of a normal kind of a thing. But specifically at theme parks, there's almost always an ice cream shop.
Yep.
They usually have a signature sundae. I'm kind of more standard, like just give me a flavor that I like. Typically, I like a coffee flavor.
Do you really?
Yeah, I love coffee flavored ice cream with hot fudge on it.
Okay.
And then whipped cream. And to me, that's my go-to snack if I want to watch the crowd.
Oh, right.
Because I'll get my sundae and I'll find a place to sit down and I'll just watch people, which I just love.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt.
The funniest thing to me is terrible because I've been there. is watching the parents having a meltdown because a kid is having a meltdown.
That's right.
And everybody's just losing their mind.
It is so fun to watch somebody else go through that.
Yeah, and the parents are like yelling at the kid, "This is supposed to be fun. We're here."
Yeah. We're enjoying this.
Yes. And it's like did you wake up today and just think to yourself, how can I spend an enormous amount of money and be angry with my family?
That's right. Yeah. It's almost like kids need to be older when they go to these things. These theme parks, especially.
Yeah, I mean, I see people walk around kids in strollers, and it's like the kid's not going to remember that.
No,
because I don't remember a fair before 10 years old.
No.
I really don't.
No, wait till they get to middle school or high school or whatever, where it's you're not spending $3,000 for a kid in a stroller.
Or when they're out on their own. And
Yeah, and that's right. Pay for their own way. Take you as the grandparents. Yes, absolutely.
Let me take you to the fair.
I'm counting on that.
Yeah, here's my list of food.
Yeah.
Just in case you want to plan ahead.
That's right.
So yeah,
that's good. That's
having
good.
a Sunday and watching the crowd. Specific, and it's too. If I can't watch the crowd, then I don't want the Sunday.
That's right.
And I can still watch the crowd without the
Yeah,
Sunday.
because you can still eat ice cream somewhere else. But I think you're right. At a theme park or a fair, either one, there is that always going to be that specialty ice cream shop.
Yeah.
And it's always good. Even sometimes better than what you could get at home, and maybe the atmosphere contributes to that as well. At a state fair, you usually have a creamery that's actually making the ice cream right there.
Yeah.
You know, they've been milking the cows down at the opposite end or whatever,
Right.
making the ice cream from that. So usually that's good. All sorts of heavy cream in there.
Yeah, it doesn't get any fresher than that.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt.
Yeah, and the other thing about watching the crowd is I also like to see what people have. So like, people have cool looking souvenirs.
Right.
And I've become that creepy guy that will engage a total stranger.
Oh,
You know, hey, I see you got that. That's really cool looking. Where'd you get that?
Where'd you get that from?
Most people are very happy to talk to me.
Yeah, sure.
Some people give me that side-eye glance, you know.
Who are you?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
So I don't know. You can tell me in the comments below how weird is that? Just to randomly chat with somebody you don't know.
That's right. Yeah, let Paul know whether the next time he's at a theme park, he should go and just randomly ask people where they got stuff.
I don't think there's anything wrong.
I don't either. I'm with you. I'm the same. Not embarrasses my kids.
Oh, mine too.
They're like, oh, Dad, don't talk to that person.
Yeah, exactly. But it's fun. And I think people like to to be able to show off what they got.
Sure, absolutely.
So
absolutely.
All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed this list. If we got anything, if we left off your favorite food, please leave that in the comments down below. If you think it's weird that I talk to people at a fair, or Steve,
let us know.
Let us know. That'd be cool. And if you have any topics for us you would like us to discuss, we really will discuss it all.
Everything.
Yep. So leave those, and we'll give you a shout out if we use your topic. All right, I think that's going to wrap it up.
Perfect. That's great.
All right, thanks so much for spending some time with us, and we'll see you next time.